Go to sleep. Hello and how are you? Hey, friends. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Shut It All Briscoe, coming to you live right here from St. Charles, Missouri. Yep, you can tell I'm live because, well, I made it through the day yesterday. That's right, it's a good thing because, well, I got mighty lightheaded, but I tell you, I survived it. Hey, that's a good thing. We're live, we're live, we're live. One more time. All right, all right. Hey, today's Sunday, September the 25th, 2022. Got Shen Show fans, Doug Bell, a.k.a. Steve Clary, Savann Murphy Beason, and my Pokey pals, Darla Gilmore, Tepy, Amanda S. Little, and Julie Regot. That's right, those are the Shen Show friends. Now, we got a friend out there that just liked the show and jumped back off. That's probably Bill Rogers. He's a pretty good friend of the show. And of course, we'll probably make mention of him later. He's not in the credits right here, right now. But we'll see what happens. We might get some other folks that'll jump on the show just to say, hey, we don't know. We let them know that the show is in progress right here, right now. We're going to give you some weather forecast. Weather forecast today is going to come to you from Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. Refreshing Word Fellowship Church is a non-denominational Christian church which is located at 2054 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri. That's right, 2054 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri, 63301. Come on in to our 11 a.m. Sunday services or tune in to the Wednesday Zoom Bible study or come on into the church at 2054 Campus Drive at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays for our 7 p.m. Bible study. Or there's an hour of power prayer on Thursdays that you can come on into from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. So that's it. That's all. That's the church that gives you the new refreshed look on the refreshing word. That's right, the Bible and every word in it. All right, hey, we had a sunshiny day today, 78 degrees, breezy. Boy, look at my hair. My hair looked really, really good this morning, but after a little while out there in the windy weather, it just kind of flew all over the place. And well, I didn't get it put back together. Don't you know? All right, well, it's 74 degrees out there right now, but that temperature is going to be dropping on down. We're going to tell you all about it right here in just a moment. Yep, that's right. We are going to tell you about it right here uh, in the remainder of the day. Whoops. I don't like it when that happens. One more click. There we go. Oh, Lordy, yes. All right, remainder of the day, clear skies overnight with low temperatures of 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be west to northwest at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for tomorrow, Monday, September, we jump back a whole month. Yeah, Monday, September the 26th, 72 degrees. That's right, mostly sunny. Generally sunny, that is. High temperatures of 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be northwest at another gusty, windy day, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Clear skies overnight with low temperatures around 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be west to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Over the nighttime, it cools down, and so do those winds. They slow it down just a little bit to make it less of a windy, howly night. All right, how about that Tuesday, September the 27th? Sunny skies with high temperatures of 72 degrees Fahrenheit, winds north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies overnight with low temperatures of 41 degrees Fahrenheit and winds north to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, September the 28th, it's going to be nice. That's right, sunshiny skies. High temperatures of only 66 degrees Fahrenheit, though. Looks will be deceiving for me. I'd like to go out there and sit in that nice, beautiful, hot sunshine, but 66 degrees is not all that hot. It is fall weather, and that's bringing it in. But we'll be ready for it. That's for sure. Get ready, get ready. It's fall season coming on. North to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for the overnight forecast, clear. That's right, clear skies, low temperatures of 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable northeast at about 6 miles per hour, just approximately. And then for Thursday, September 29th, sunny skies. That's right, that sun's going to be blasting out through the skies again. High temperatures of 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies overnight, low temperatures of uh, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable east to northeast at about 5 miles per hour. And then for our fifth and final day of our 5 day forecast, Friday, September the 30th, mainly sunny skies, high temperatures of 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Back up to my high kind of temperature, well, close. Winds east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and a mostly clear sky overnight. Low temperatures of 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable northeast at approximately 6 miles per hour. And that, my friends, is your 5 day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. All righty then. Hey, when I do that, here we go. When I do that forecast, I have a tendency to talk myself out of breath. When I talk myself out of breath, guess what happens again with the lightheadedness? But that's okay. I digress. I'm back in the saddle again. Back where my hindsight began. Song lyrics, back in the saddle again. Oh, let's see. Gene Autry. This is oldie but goodie. Old cowboy song. I'm back in the saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend. Where the longhorn cattle feed on the low Egyptian weed. Back in the saddle again. Riding the range once more. Toting my old 44. Where you sleep out every night. And the only law is right. Back in the saddle again. Up-y-I-tie-yo, rockin' to and fro, back in the saddle again. Whippy-tie, I got my way, back in the saddle again. Diana says, hey, glad that the show has got you, Diana. Glad you're tuning in. Glad to see you out here. Diana Gray, that is, for all you folks that don't know Diana. She's a watching on the sidelines, probably not going to pop in and say hey, but well, it's all right. We note that you're here, Diana. We appreciate you. Riding the range once more. Toting my old 44. Where you sleep out every night, and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again. Uppy tie, rocking to and fro. Back in the saddle again. Uppy tie, I got my own way. Back in the saddle again. I'm back in the saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend, where longhorn cattle feed on the lowly Egyptian weed. Back in the saddle again, riding the range once more, toting my old 44, where you sleep out every night, and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again. I whip you tie, I rocking to and fro. Back in the saddle again. Whippy tie, yeah, I got my way. Back in the saddle again. I'm back in the saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend. Where the longhorn cattle feed on the lowly gypsum weed. Back in the saddle again. Riding the range once more. Toting my old 44. Where you sleep out every night, and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again. Whippy tie, oh, rocking to and fro. Whoopie tie, yeah, I got my way. Back in the saddle again. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh. How about another oldie? Same kind of era. Let's see. What is the name of that song? Do 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 do. Yes, sir, I do. If you don't mind.
Do what?
Take my sevens. Of course, it will put you on camera. Here you are, folks. This here's Nate. He's my roommate.
Hello, folks. Did you get it? All of them?
Got them all, my friend. Thank you so much. Now, let's see. What is the name of that song? Hang your head over. I don't know. Song lyrics: hear the wind blow, love, hear the wind blow. Maybe. It's called Hear the Wind Blow. Yep, I guess that's it. There it is. So we give it a shot. So down in the valley so low, hang your head over, hear the wind blow, hear the wind blow, dear, hear the wind blow, hang your head over, and hear the wind blow. Roses love sunshine, violets love dew, angels in heaven know I love you. If you don't love me, love who you please. Put your arms round me, give my heart ease. Give my heart ease, love. Give my hearties. Put your arms around me. Give my hearties. Write me a letter, send it by mail, send it in care of the Birmingham jail. Birmingham jail, the Birmingham jail. Send it in care of the Birmingham jail. Build me a castle 40 feet high so I can see her as she rides by. As she rides by, love, as she rides by, so I can see her as she rides by down in the valley so low. Hang your head over and hear the wind blow. There you go. There you go. Go. Alrighty then. Hey, that there was. You hear the wind blow. I didn't know it was hear the wind blow. All right. Let's see. There's another one. It's a long and lonely road. It's a long and lonely road. How about a song about dachshunds? You know what a dachshund is, right? That's them little wiener dogs. Every cowboy has always wanted one. Yes, he has. Let's see what's the name of that song. We'll just try it this way. Song lyrics: Get along, little doggy. Might be move along. We'll look it up under this one. As I was walking one morning for pleasure, I spied a cowpuncher all riding along. His hat was thrown back, and his sunburst was a jingling, and he approached me. He was singing this song: Whoopie tie, get along, little doggy. It's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopie tie, get along, little doggy. You know what? That Wyoming will be your new home. Early in the spring, we round up the doggies, mark 'em and brand 'em, and bob off their tails. Drive 'em up our horses, loaded up the chuck wagon, then throw the doggies out on the trail. Up it die, get along, little doggy. It's your misfortune and none of my own. Whippy tie, get along, little doggy. You know that Wyoming will be your new home. It's a whooping and a yelling and a driving them doggies. Oh, how I wish that you were gonna go on. It's a whooping and a punching and go on, little doggy. You know that Wyoming will be your no home. Some cowboys go, oh, up die, get along, little doggy. And Wyoming will be your new home. Whoop die, get along, little doggy. Get along, little doggy, go home. Well, it's a whooping. Oh, I see some boys go up on the trail just for pleasure, but that's where they get it most awfully wrong. For you haven't an idea of the troubles they give us while we're driving them along. Oh, oh, get along, little doggy. It's your misfortune, none of mine. Oh, oh, get along, little doggy. You know that Wyoming's your new home. When the night comes and we hold them all on the bed ground, these little doggies that roll on so long, slow, round up the herd and cut off the strays and roll the little doggies that never rolled before. Oh, up die, get along, little doggy. It's your misfortune and none of my own. I whoop die, get along, little doggy. You know that Wyoming will be your new home. Early in the spring, we round up the doggies, mark 'em and brand 'em, and bob off their tails. Drive 'em on up on our horses, loaded to the chuck wagon, then throw the doggies out on the trail. Oh, oh, get along, little doggies. It's your misfortune and none of mine. Oh, oh, get along, little doggy. You know the Wyoming will be your new home. All right, all right. I digress. All the sun's shining down on me, down on me. There's something out there sometimes, things that just get you up on your mind. I was having a discussion with a fellow churchgoer today after church, and we was talking about how wonderful God is, that He has made us signs. Yep, that's right, signs from a fruit tree. If you ever take a persimmon seed and you cut that persimmon seed in half and you look at the middle of the pit, well, there's going to be something right there in the middle of that third persimmon seed that lets you know what the weather's going to do for the next winter season. Yep, that's right. The You cut that seed right in the middle and you look at it, and there will be either a fork, which means shards of ice, or there will be a knife, which means scraping a lot of ice, or there will be a spoon, which means you'll be shoveling snow. Well, this year it's a combination of spoons and knife blades. So there you go. And the old black woolly worm, he's another sign. You can always check out the almanac because they're a listing of the farmers, what the farmers read, the signs that the good Lord has provided for us. Yep, that's right. Mm, You can read all of nature's signs that God has provided for us. Black woolly worm, oh, it means it's going to be a cold one. That's right. The monarch woolly worm generally has brown edges and black, two brown edges on one on each end and black in the middle. And well, my friends, we're looking at black all the way, meaning it's supposed to be a cold and nasty one. But that doesn't say it is going to be for sure. But that's what all the signs are calling for. All right, all righty then. Take a look, see in your farmer's almanac to see if these information is correct for you where you live. Alrighty then. Those are Missouri signs. Yeah, sure enough. Let's see what else we got going on now. It's got to be something else on the Shen show that we can talk about. There's always something to talk about on the Shen show. We got a storyline that we could do. We could tell a story for the kids. That's right, because, well, it's a bit later than normal. And so maybe the kids are ready for a bedtime nap, an evening nap, something just to wind down the evening while mom and dad go and take in a movie on TV or something. How's that sound for you? Well, let's see what we can do. Da dee da dum da 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 dee dee doo ba da 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 doo ba dee doo ba 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 boom 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 ah ba 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 boom. Let's try this one. I don't know if we can what we can get out of it, but we'll give it a shot. Enjoy our collection of free bedtime stories for kids. It's the world's best collection of free bedtime stories. Well, let us see what kind of brainstorm stories they've got. Winterfella, Cinderella, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Pinocchio, and the fairy tale bedtime story in English for kids. Beauty and the Beast, Pumpelstiltskin, and the fairy tale bedtime story, Goldilocks and the Three Bear bedtime story. Now, they also got Hansel and Gretel, Rapunzel, The Sword and the Stone, a King Arthur legend story, The Ugly Duckling, The Frog Prince, The Little Mermaid story for bedtimes, Aladdin, and let's see what else. Bambi, Robin Hood and the Golden Arrow story, Maui from Mona, the Velveteen Rabbit, the Snow Queen fairy tale, Sleeping Beauty, the Gift of the Magi, Pocahontas, the Emperor's New Clothes. I know there's at least Lisa Foster really enjoys that one because it's so close to real of these days, don't you know? What else do we got? Well, nah. We've got some more over here. We got The Girl Who Changed Her Fate fairy tale. The Girl Who with Her Loveliest Hair in the World. The Girl Fish fairy tale story. The Little Boy and the Girl in the Clouds. The Girl and the Puma. The Maiden and the Boy Who Vanished. Oh my goodness. How to Turn Dirt into Gold. A Caterpillar's Voice bedtime story. The Donkey to Market. The Painting and the Cat short story. Some of these are just some I ain't never heard of. And Doromasus and the Lion folktale. Spider and Robert. A Spider and Robert the Bruce. How about that? Let's do. Oh no, we can't do that. Confusion on losing one's temper. Open story. The oven story. Okay, well, the Bear Feast story. Well, let's try that one. The Bear Feast story. We're going to talk all about the Bear Feast. Okay. Julie Regot just poked me again. An old man living in Alaska was sad. All of his friends and family were long gone, and he began to wonder if he should leave the village. Oh, hey kids, it's story time with TV Grandpa. Time to jump up on the couch or jump up on the bed, wherever it is you rest your sleepy little head, and pick up a little bedtime story with TV Grandpa. That's right, TV Grandpa wants to lull you off to sleep with a low tones of his magical voice. And so here we go. An old man, the bear, wait a minute, what's the name of it again? The Bear Feast story. Okay, here we go. An old man living in Alaska was sad. All of his friends and family were long gone. He began to wonder if he should leave the village and start a new life somewhere else. If I lived someplace new, at least I wouldn't be around all these memories anymore, he thought. But he also worried, if I pedal away to another village and the people there see that I am alone, they may think that I had to run away from my home village because I was accused of some disgraceful thing. Instead, he thought that he would just go off and live in the forest by himself. And so he did. The poor man was so sad, traveling alone in the woods, that it actually occurred to him to go to the bears and just let the bears kill him. Well, the bear village was by a large salmon creek. And so he went over to the creek early in the morning until he found a bear trail. And he lay down right there across the end of it. He thought that when the bears came out along this trail, they would find him, and that would be the end of him. By and by, as he lay there, he heard the bushes a breaking, and then a large number of grizzly bears came along. The largest bear led the rest. Then the old man became scared. All of a sudden, he realized that he didn't want to die after all, and certainly not by bears. So when the leading bear came up to him, the old man stood up and he announced, I have come to invite you to a feast. At that, the leading bear's fur stood straight up. The old man thought that he was surely done for, but he spoke again, saying, I have come to invite you to a feast, but if you are going to kill me, I am willing to die. I am alone. I have lost all my family and my friends. To that, as soon as he had said this, the leading bear turned around and he growled to the bears that were following. Then the group of them turned back the way that they had come. After a while, the man turned away and walked toward his village very fast. He wondered if the biggest bear had told the bears behind him to go back and get ready because they were invited to a feast. When in in case that was the way it was, I'd better get ready to make a feast, thought the old man. So as soon as he got home, he started to clean up. He took away the old sand around the fireplace and replaced it with clean sand. And then he went for a load of fresh wood. And when he told the other people in the village what he was doing and why, they were all very much scared. And they said to him, what made you do such a thing? The grizzlies are our enemies. You did not you do not want grizzly bears in your home. When he was back home, the man took off his shirt and he painted his chest. He put stripes of red across his upper arm muscles, a red stripe over his heart, and another across the upper part of his chest. Very early in the morning, after he had thus prepared, he stood outside of the door looking for his bears, and finally he saw them at the mouth of the creek, led by the same big grizzly bear. When the other villagers, peoples, they saw the bears, however, they were so terrified that they shut themselves in their homes. But the old man stood by his door to receive his guests. He brought them over and into his house and gave them seats, placing the chief in the middle at the rear of the house. and the rest around him. First, he served them large trays of cranberries, preserves in grease. The large bear seemed to say something to his companions, and as soon as he began to eat, the rest started to eat too. They watched him and did whatever he did. The host followed that up with a course of salmon, with sprinkles of clover weed and dandelions on the top for garnish. Then a course of deer meat with pine nuts. For dessert, raspberries with honey. And after they were through, the large bear seemed to talk to his hosts for a very long time. It was almost as if the leader bear was giving him a speech, for he would look upon or up at the smoke hole every now and then and act as though he were talking. And when he finished, he went over to his host and he licked the paint from his arm and chest. And so each of the bears in turn did the same. The old man felt as if they were licking his sorrows away. The day after all this had happened, the smaller bear came back to the old man's hut in human form, and he spoke to the old man. He had been born a human being. He told the old man, but he had been captured and adopted by the bears. This bear man asked the old man if he had understood their chief, and he said no. Well, he was telling you, the bear man replied, that he is the same condition as you, that he too is old and has lost all his friends. He had heard of you before he saw you. He said he told you to think of him when you are mourning for your lost ones, as he knows how that is too. And when the old man asked this bear man why he had not told him that day when the bears were at the feast, he replied that he was not allowed to turn into his human form and speak his native language while the bear chief was around. After this, whenever the people of the village gave a feast, they would always invite an enemy to the feast, and they would become friends, just as the old man had done with the chief of the bears. Well, now that was pretty interesting. I like that story. I'll have to remember that. That one's called the Bear Feast Story. I think we're gonna mark that one a liker. Yes, we are. We'll star that. We'll save it under Shen Show stuff. Done. There we go. Hey, that was pretty nifty. I liked that one. So we're going to save it for later. Okay. All right. I'll have to tell that one again. All righty then. Hey, that being said, let's do the daily bread portion of the program. Daily bread portion of the program is going to be brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2022. The Bible with Briscoe 2022 is a daily reading of the Bible, which shall be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2022 will be Song of Songs 6 through 8 and Galatians 4. So don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2022 for your daily reading of the Bible. Choose wisely is today's devotion in the daily bread portion of the program. Choose wisely. Now, if there is something that you are considering doing, ask God, let Him help you make a decision, because with all your heart, as long as God helps you make that decision, you will make the right decision. There are fleshly things that we want to do, but if we have Jesus in our heart, the Lord has given us the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit lets us know right from wrong. And so our flesh may want to guide us to do something, but if it ain't quite right, the Holy Spirit will let you know, and He'll say, that's not exactly what Jesus would do. And so that'll help you make your decision. All right. All right. Today's scripture in the daily bread portion of the program is going to be Mark 8:34 through 38. And so without further ado, here we go. Mark 8:34 through 38 for you. The way to the cross. Then he called to the crowd to him, along with his disciples, and he said, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me and for the gospel will save it. What good is it for someone to gain the world, yet forfeit their soul? Or what can anyone give in exchange for their soul? If anyone is ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, the Son of Man will be ashamed of them when he comes in his Father's glory with the holy angels." So, in other words, when Jesus comes back, if you didn't make the right decisions along your way, well, then you're going to have to fess up and you're going to have to pay. Now, you may win by doing the right thing each and every time you have to make a decision, but then again, you may stumble and you may fall. And that's the blessing of having Jesus on your side because, well, if you do fall, he's there to pick you up again. That's what it was when he gave his life for your sin. All right. Well, alrighty then. Hey, my friends. Hey, that looks like the end of the Shen show. Got one more song for you, and it goes like this. Oh, goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. I said goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Got a new pair of safety glasses. I'm not wearing them today, but I got them, so I might be wearing them tomorrow. You never can tell. Why don't you tune in and see? All right. Hey, that's it. God knows that I'm out here each and every day for you, and I hope you're watching and I hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, hey, leave a comment. If you're not, leave a comment. I don't mind hecklers because, well, hey, you got to have a heckler here and there just to let you know what you're doing, what you're not doing. Right, Craig? He says, don't sing. Ever, ever don't sing. But that's all right, Craig. I love you anyway. He's my Navy buddy, Craig Wyatt. Indeed. Him and his wife, Denise, and Maria, and uh-oh. I'm going to get knocked in the head for this one. I forgot the sister's name. Oh no. Oh no. I know I could cheat. I could cheat. It's real easy to cheat. Wake up, Craig's family. Craig Wyatt. Craig Wyatt's family. Go to sleep. Maybe it ain't so easy to cheat. I don't know. I had it all written down somewhere. It's lost in the file. It's lost in the file of my brain, lost in the file of everything. Anyway, hey, I'm going to get yelled at later. Somebody will jump online and say, "How dare you forget my name?" It's okay. I know. I know you love me and I love you too. All right. Hey, friends, that's it. We're done. We're going to finish it up by saying, uh, thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. As always, God loves you and so do I. So come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here. And I hope that you are too.